Hi Taurus, this is your 2016 December video with Lada from astrolada.com for everyone who has their ascendant, sun or moon in Taurus. And now let's see how the last month of the year will treat you, Taurus. Well, let's start at the beginning of the month. Jupiter is making a trine to Mars. That's the first 3 or 4 days, which is a very auspicious configuration, very energizing in a harmonious way though. And Jupiter Taurus for you is in the 6th house, isn't it? While Mars is in your 10th house. So this indicates that you can receive some support and positive developments and the green light to proceed in regards to your career or work. 6th house rules our duties, responsibilities, our daily routines, and a 10th house rules our career, authority figures. So for example, if you have something important to bring up to an employee of yours, which is the 6th house, or to a boss of yours, which is the 10th house, or some important activity to do with such people, approach them now, do it with them now, the first week of the month, when Mars and Jupiter from those houses of work, of responsibilities, of social status, material houses are triggered, employees and bosses, or work projects and your routines, how you get them done, so you can be more efficient, more productive in regards to your work. You can get things done fast in the first few days of December. So the support is coming mostly towards your work, towards your career. And also structures, organizations, people in kind of administrative structure, organizational positions might be again more supportive in some way, or authority figures, as I said. Okay, then the month proceeds by your planet Venus moving into a new sign till the end of December. Wherever Venus goes, the focus of Taurus changes, especially if your ascendant is in Taurus. To a lesser degree the sun or moon, but you're still ruled by Venus, sun, moon or ascendant. And Venus moves into Aquarius, which will bring more like a detached and open-minded attitude to Taurus as overall till the end of the month. You'll be able to see a certain situation from a more higher perspective, because Aquarius is this more detached, emotionally uninvolved sign that assesses things through the mind. So the ability to assess situations and to judge which is worth your investment of energy or feelings or whatever, which is what Venus does, is the planet of evaluation, will be in Aquarius, which is quite rational sign, so you kind of get a dose of rationality and objectivity, so to speak, in regards to the decisions you make, especially in regards to the decisions you make in regards to your career till the end of the month, or in regards to the structure in your life, in regards to your social status, because Venus will be in your 10th house. And there will be more focus towards your career towards the end of, regards to your career, or with authority figures towards the end of the month. From the 8th, I think already it started, because Mars is there in your 10th house, which is energizing the career sector, till the 20th of December, and it started already from November. Mars brings energy, focus, drive, the need to work more, but Venus will start bringing more results from those works and actions in regards to your career, some ease, maybe some support that comes to you, or you investing, because Venus is you investing yourself more into the career, but with more pleasure, with more gusto. And easing it, making it more easy and pleasant in your social. And also the 10th house is how society sees you, and there with Venus you're more charming. You can approach again, even towards the end, till the end of the month, authority figures, and there would be more, or like authority figures, authority organizations, where the government, institutions and structures of some sort, and they'll be more benevolent towards you, just like Venus is more of a benefic and benevolent towards you. Or if you're working on some plan, it will happen especially with more ease. Or it can really help people who are in Venusian careers when Venus is in the 10th house, which is art, beauty, PR, public relations, anything to do with making something beautiful, presenting it beautifully, anything to do with socializing, anything to do with women, and the beauty industry, fashion industry, design industry, and all those things. Venus can really help kind of improve things in your social status in the eyes of others in regards to that career. Okay, around the 10th, and that's till the end of December. And around the 10th of December, maybe a few days before or after, you can feel it, Saturn joins the Sun in Sagittarius, which for Taurus is your 8th house, so something important can happen around that time in regards to taking important decisions, maybe some more serious, some with longer lasting effects, some serious development in regards to mutual resources with a partner, in regards to something to do with resources that come to you from other places, whether it's from clients, from business partnerships, you know, or from some loan or whatever it is, or a bank. Something important might happen then, and you know, you better act, because even if you don't act, something can happen with inheritances as well. Something important can be happening in somewhere around that time. And the 8th house is also to do with some secrets. I don't know, some important decisions in regards to something that comes to the surface might be taken around that time. Also, towards the 9th of December, Mercury is going retrograde, and will be retrograde till the beginning of January. So I'll tell you that the whole December and January, Mercury will be in the sign of Capricorn. So what I'm talking about here will be active not only from the 19th of December when Mercury goes retrograde. I think that the whole theme Mercury triggers will be active almost till the end of January, and you'll be seeing the results of those actions till the end of January. So what does it mean, Mercury retrograde in your 9th house? Actually, for Taurus, that's not so bad, because Mercury is not making bad aspects to Taurus. So actually, it's making just a supportive aspect. And the 9th house is about planning your future and long-term goals of some sort. And it's about planning something that will be determining your dharma. That 9th house is dharma, or what you're here, what inspires you, what really gives meaning to your life, what gives purpose to your life. So Mercury might ask you from the middle of December to start revisiting those long-term plans, to go to plan B, C, to replan the future, to see it from a different perspective, and to maybe change something, because after that, when Mercury turns direct, you'd have like a different idea in regards to the direction you want to be going in your life. You might have to be revising some information as well. 9th house is the house of higher education. 9th house is the house of, if you're in university or studying for something, there might be the need to revise an exam, for example, or you might have to have some important conversations with figures, 9th house figures, which is fathers, and some clarifying conversations. Mercury retrograde wants to bring to the surface things that you've been quiet about, that you've been putting under the rug, that you've not been speaking about, and these will be things in regards to your future plans, in regards to how you see yourself, what brings you meaning, important conversations, clarifying conversations that can even go tense in regards to with mentor figures like fathers, teachers, professors, someone who is a mentor at work, for example, who can, or coaches, you know, life coach or whatever it's called, people that give you direction about life. And you might even get in touch with someone, a foreign person. 9th house rules foreign person from the past that you haven't been in touch with, or someone that lives far away from you. 9th house is someone that is in a different state or a different country from you, someone who is far away, removed from you, that you haven't been in touch for a long time. They can come back to your life after the 19th of December, get in touch. It's not necessarily romantic in nature, it might be, but it's someone like possibly people that gone to live far away, or that you haven't heard from, you hear from them. Or maybe it can be in regards to some documents that are connected to deciding a long-term future, documents that are in regards to legalizing something, which is the 9th house, documents that can come back to you to be corrected, edited, something is not right and you have to fix it, to provide more information, more documents, for example. Or if you want to be traveling, now it's going to be good from the 19th of December only to travel if it's a trip that you've been planning from before, and it kind of comes back to you for you to, you know, reappears as an opportunity back into your life, rather than starting a totally new trips, which can create some complications basically. And some documents, for example, for foreign travel, or some arrangement in regards to foreign travel might have to be changed, might have to be revisited as well while Mercury is retrograde. Okay, and then we have Mars, which is moving towards the 20th of December till the end of January. So from the 20th of December till the end of January, Mars is moving into Pisces, which is your 11th house of Taurus, which is friendships and social activities. So you become socially more active. Actually, Mars will energize you a little bit, because most of the planets in December are kind of, you know, in fire, air signs, and when Mars goes and into a water sign, it kind of, and Mercury will also help, being in an earth sign. But Mars going into an into your social house, 11th house is very social, can help energize activities and can be very good and productive till the end of January for activities that involve working in group with others, for activities that involve showing out your dissatisfaction or anger, but being supported by other like-minded people, for example. I don't know, maybe going on a strike around that time, or just it can be very good for pushing forward your long-term goals, which is 11th house as well. But socially definitely increases the sociability, definitely increases the energy circled around friends and groups of people, and people that work in organizations like corporations, or where there are big groups of people as well. They can have more, those groups of people can have more impact on them and where they're directing their physical energy. And you can also put more directive power towards big groups of people as well. And another interesting thing that is happening, guys, is that Jupiter, Saturn and Uranus are in a very interesting configuration. Saturn is making a trine to Uranus, Jupiter is making a sextile to Uranus. Both are very supportive aspects towards Uranus. And all of those, Saturn, Jupiter and Uranus, fall for Taurus in their difficult, so-called difficult houses, the 12th, the 6th and the 8th. None of them aspects the ascendant or the sign of Taurus, so basically it's considered when there is a planets in those difficult houses, they trigger, but they're making good aspects with each other. What does it mean? So some difficult issue in your life, whether it's a debt, whether it's an illness, which is 6th house influence, or whether it's some trauma or pain from the past, which is 8th or 12th house difference, whether it's some phobia, fears, whether it's some restrictive conditions, 12th house, whether it's some alienation, or whether it's some compulsive or something that has control over you, 8th house, or something that traumatizing crisis, like this is all 6, 12 and 8th houses influences some crisis, complications, difficulties overall ruled by those 3 houses. But because they're making harmonious aspects between each other, it's almost like some important development happens that helps you overcome, especially suddenly, because Uranus is involved, and with lasting positive results because Saturn is involved, overcome some kind of a difficulty in your life, as indicated by those 3 difficult houses, as I mentioned. So yeah, watch out for that. The whole December is suspicious for that, basically, guys. Thumbs up there. It means that you might have to deal with such difficult issues. Of course, they're triggered, like whether it's illness, whether it's death, whether it's some argument or confrontation or fears or blockages. All those things are ruled by the 6th, 12th and 8th house. They might come to the surface, but they get resolved, especially through kind of sudden developments. Uranus, also Saturn, which can have long-lasting results and effects for you, and Jupiter, fortuitous luck and opportunity. And all those planets, Jupiter and Saturn, are making good aspects to the 12th house, to Uranus, which means that almost like something that you are not aware of. 12th house is invisible, so it's kind of like an invisible help or good karma that you've done from before comes to help you resolve some difficult issues in your life in December. And it's a bit hard to predict exactly what area of your life because so many houses are involved, but it's like something behind you, you're not aware of it, like a hidden supporter can help, or hidden development. Even if it's stressful and surprises you initially, it can lead to solving of a difficult life problem. So this is what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you so much, and I will see you next month. Happy New Year!